welcome back to the farm. Today I am installing some drip tape on our beds. There's lots of different ways to water on a farm. One way is drip tape and another is sprinklers. In reality, there's even more ways. You could hand water everything, you could flood everything, and I think in a lot of ways it really depends on your water access. I just watched a documentary about rice growing, and they flooded all their fields, which is really good for them because they have a bunch of water in monsoon times, and it helps them to not have weeds or pests, and they don't have to weed, which would be like so amazing. But I weed, but to reduce our weeding, we try to primarily use drip tape. I often, when I'm direct seeding something, will put a sprinkler on it at first just to saturate the soil in case any seeds are awry, but like out of the line. But once the seeds emerge, we like to lay lines of drip tape. So this over here is a bed of beets that has drip tape on it already. This is a new bed of beets that's starting to come up. Those are little baby beets. They're so cute. Since the line isn't entirely germinated yet, I'm still putting sprinklers on it, but as soon as it comes up, I'm going to put drip tape on it. The way that we use drip tape, and we standardize our field, so each of my fields has 8 beds in it and is 30 feet wide. That allows us to create these headers that are made of 3/4 inch poly, or 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch poly tubing with barb to T-tape nipple adapters. And when I'm running a line of drip tape, I'll attach it to that and put it in the field with the crops. But if I don't want to water all the beds above it, I have to cap it. So I've pre-assembled some of these caps. I call them caps. But in case you want to learn how to make one yourself, I usually use old drip tape. Oftentimes our drip tape gets holes in it, and then I'll have a 10-foot piece or something, which you can adapt together using a coupler. But when you're behind on a farm, sometimes you take the easy way out, and I'll just run a new line of drip tape. So I've got a bunch of extra, and I cut a cap and about a 1.5 foot piece, which I then will fold over twice. Fold it over once, and then fold it in half again. And once I do that, those are both hamburger folds. Now I'll hot dog fold it for all of us in kindergarten, and add the cap. And so then this allows me to continue to use the same headers and the same barb to T-tape nipples, even if I only want to water one bed in a field. The way these barb to T-tape nipples work is that they are a Loctite fitting. So once you insert first of all, you want to make sure it's all the way open, and then once you insert the drip tape, then you hold on to the nipple portion and twist so that it locks tight onto the actual drip tape. And so then when I turn on my water, instead of spurting out like really far, or instead of having to put a plug in it and then unplug and recap it, it is a way for me to save time. And when I decide to just direct seed the next bed or the next bed, then all I have to do is bring out two pieces of drip tape instead of having to like bring out my whole kit to make new holes and to bring new fittings and stuff like that. So it's a way to be a little bit more efficient. And drip tape is so great because it makes it waters at a very direct point, so that reduces your weed germination and the amount of times you have to